Hello, I'm live. Welcome, everybody. If you are watching, please shoot me a little note, say hello, let me know where you are coming from. It is very different starting a brand new show after running a Tailwind show for 4 years with Jeff C., where we had thousands of viewers and hundreds of comments every show, and going to this new one with 0 to 3 viewers. It's all good. It's a learning experience, which is always useful. Hey, Phoebe, thanks for hanging out with me today. So I was just on a Clubhouse. Phoebe was there, and it was a really great conversation, not just because of the topic. It was about Pinterest idea pins, and we can talk more about like the basics of those, what they are, and what we can learn from our experience there. But it was just also great to feel the support from the community. So really grateful for Jenna O and Heather Ferris for having me in their group. It's a great group over there. If you want to learn more about Pinterest, look it up on Clubhouse. Okay, so today I want to talk a little bit about what I'm up to. And please, like, by all means, give me feedback. If you don't really want to hear about job search, let me know. But it's been interesting to me because I've never really done it before. I was in business for myself and still technically am since 2005. And when I joined with Tailwind, well, I already really knew everybody there, used the product. It was a natural fit. So now that I'm looking for product marketing manager positions and a B2B SaaS role, helping small, medium-sized businesses, because that's really where my heart is, right? With the creator type people. I love people who put their heart and soul and talents into their work. That's a passion for me, and probably for a lot of you as well, as people who do that. So that's what I'm looking for. Working with a career coach has been amazing. Highly recommend it if you're ever in this situation. One, because you have the support of someone who sees your value and will help you not undersell yourself, not take a job just to take one. And two, because there's a process. And the process for me was figuring out, okay, what kind of work do I want to do? What gets me excited about working? And so that's where we got to that clarity. Super helpful. Think about what a great day would look like at work. Like, what are you doing? What are you feeling? Who are you helping? Okay, so I'm trying not to look at the numbers there, but I think we need to get on to our Pinterest topic. So the topic for Pinterest today is, what are people searching for on Pinterest? Now there is, you can get on an email list. I don't know how I did that. So I'm gonna share that with you. But you can also see it in their community. So if you go into the Pinterest business community, which is community.pinterest.biz, you can go into the lounge business chat, and you're going to see what pinners are searching for this week. So this week in particular, we are going to be talking about things like energy healing. So 135% increase in people searching for energy healing. So many of these topics, I have to go then search in Pinterest to find out what is that. I think because a lot of it is because of the jump in Gen Z people on Pinterest. So those younger people coming in with slightly different interests and things they want to learn about. So, we have to adapt and start using terms that make sense to them. Affordable prefab homes. I know some of these are so super specific. It's like, do I really go after those keywords? But I think it's really more about the idea. So when I have searched some of these terms in Pinterest, you're not necessarily going to see a pin that says energy healing. So do try these terms in Pinterest, see how people are ranking for those, and use it that way instead. Because, okay, so for example, I'm going to go into Pinterest and I'm going to look up energy healing. Ugh, beats me what that is. Okay, energy healing. And so what I'm seeing is not a bunch of pins that say energy healing on them. I'm seeing things like chakra cleanse, chakra awareness. Okay, so kind of now I feel like I know what it is. But again, it is not just that specific keyword, and that's going to hold true for any of these trends. Looking at really more of the topic or the interest and where that can play in with you. Now, if you're thinking energy healing, well, that has absolutely nothing to do with my business. Okay, that's probably true. Maybe that's, I'm sure you know better than I do. Hey, Robin, thanks for coming by. But think beyond. Okay, so let's think about that term, energy healing. Does that mean you have to write about chakras? No, but it gives you insight into what people are thinking about right now. What they're thinking about is a need to feel grounded, a need to feel calm. So what do you do that can encourage and promote that feeling and therefore be found on Pinterest? Let's look at some other examples. This is too funny to me. 45% increase in searches for bed workout. That sounds like the perfect workout for me. So I'm going to look it up. What do I see? Morning bed yoga. Oh, funny. And there are a couple of idea pins on this, but I'm not seeing a ton of those. So if this is your thing, make some idea pins because there's not a lot of competition that I'm seeing. Bed workout. So what is that really getting into? It's getting into, okay, we have lazy girl workouts, lazy girl exercises. What is this telling us? Like, people want to be healthier, but they don't necessarily want to go all out. Okay, so what does that mean for you? So if you are a recipe blogger, for example, maybe it's not, hey, Jeff, cool, great to see you. Maybe it's not an extreme way of changing your eating. Maybe it's just a little thing that's like simple hacks to get kids to eat your vegetables. Like, that is the kind of thing we're talking about, where it's on that same idea, even though we're not talking about that exact phrase. So let's go through the rest of those. You have clean eating grocery list on a budget, 55% increase. Here's an interesting one that makes me wonder what kind of quantity we're talking about. Monkfish recipes. 47 times increase in monkfish recipe searches. I always wonder if that's like, okay, there was one and now there are 47 this week. Don't have that insight, but they found it, Pinterest found it significant enough to mention it in this article. 13-time increase in organic modern. Again, don't know what that is. I probably need to be Gen Z to understand that, or maybe one of you can tell me, like, what does that mean? Okay. The other thing that I love that they just started doing is talking about increasing conversion. Like, what topics are they seeing increased sales in? So what they're giving us right now is 316% increase in yoga and Pilates, and a 37% increase in checkouts for aprons. Interesting. So that's what people are buying. That's where you're getting your social selling on Pinterest specifically. You're going to see those conversions in many, many different areas start to really ramp up. Now is not too early for anything that's seasonal, winter, fall. It's on people's minds already. So let us look at some of the deeper things here that Pinterest is telling us. Okay, showing off your personal style, being inspired by nature. People are buying bedroom vanities, apparently. Increase in organic modern. We talked about that one. Increase in floating house. Are we all going to move to the ocean? That seems like it would be a great idea for physical distancing. Building a container home. So is this like a reflection of the way people are looking at life? Like, maybe life is more than just what you have, maybe. Not really sure. But looking at, hey, Vanessa, great to see you. We are looking into the Pinterest trends of the week. I love that they're giving us this because it is just so handy. 30% increase in headbands. Everything I'm seeing is like easy, small, simple, right? And calm. As far as food, people are buying tea and infusions. They're looking to buy, like we talked about, healthy food cheap. This monkfish recipe thing really gets me. I don't quite get it. S'mores are really big right now. I would have thought that would be more last week. And then fall. Fall is really big. So 15x increase in searches from last week compared to June and July, 15 times increase in that. People are looking for fall vibes, cozy, fall outfit ideas. And again, it's not necessarily those exact keywords. This is talking about more like the interest. So take these terms, search them on Pinterest, see what else you can learn, because a lot of these things that feel like they're not your niche can be expanded if you think about what is behind this, right? So we've already talked about simplifying, easy, clean, like so being environmentally conscious and taking care of your health, but not making it too hard. So any kind of business can tap into the feelings and the needs behind that with just a little bit of insight. Knowing that people are already searching for fall shirts, farmhouse fall decor, that is incredibly helpful, right? Because we know people have moved on from summer. I haven't. Tina saw Halloween candy for sale. Walgreens. Too soon, Tina. But yeah, apparently it's not too soon on Pinterest, which means it won't be too soon anywhere else shortly. Okay, so what I wanted to share with you visually, and hopefully this works. So I'm going to pop over here. Yeah, Pinterest trends. So you've heard me and Jeff talk about this before. It's a really cool tool, worth coming back to. Why? Because trends change all the time. So the really big ones you can see are at the top, as seen on TV. Not really sure what you do with that. If you have ideas, please drop them in the chat. Mind-body connection. Okay, let's make sure we can all see this. Okay, good, it is working. Okay, meditation rooms, right? So you don't have to be in meditation or that kind of thing to tap into this. Help people find inner happiness and become their best selves. There are so many ways to do that that aren't necessarily tied to health, wellness, and this kind of lifestyle. Fall vibes. Yeah, already feeling those pumpkin spice vibes. Oh, what did I see last week? I was in Asheville and I saw something pumpkin spice that should never have been pumpkin spice. Can't remember what it was, but it was gross. And I'm generally a pumpkin spice fan, but not in August, guys. It hasn't even been 2 months of summer. Anyway, home design. Okay, so those are the big ones. Those were in that report, right? So you can probably find pretty much all you need in this trends report, but I just love that PDF that I get off the community, and that is community.pinterest.biz. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. Forgive me. I guess I'm used to having someone to play off of, and it slows me down. Steph, yes, agree. Way too soon. Okay. So what else are we seeing? What is trending this week? And I do think these have to come, you have to use your discernment, right? Because obviously Simone Biles, but is that going to be next week? Oh, probably not, right? You'll see some that have gone by that will still show up here. I saw 4th of July, all through July, I think. So obviously use what you know to plan your content and plan how you are going to promote it. Okay, so here's one that makes a lot of sense. Homecoming dresses. So if you haven't used Pinterest trends before, this graph here is showing the percent or the way people are interested in this term. So this is a year trend. This is showing a year ago. This is showing today on the right. And what it means that for the entire year, homecoming dresses interest is at an all-time high. So let's click through here. You can see it a little bit better on that small screen. That makes sense, right? Because last year, people were really not dressing up, going out. I won't get into whether that's a great idea right now or not. So that's not my decision. But you can see that interest is at a 100. That doesn't mean that's how many searches. That means the percentage of increase or interest available for this topic over the whole year. So the way you can get an idea or some indication of the quantity of searches is to compare it with something else. So we're looking at homecoming dresses right now. What if we wanted to compare it to, I don't even know what this is, but let's look. Hoko dresses? I don't I don't know what that is. But obviously, homecoming, oh, it's just an abbreviation. I'll catch on eventually. But more people are saying homecoming because that's a real word than HOCO. So what do we learn? If you want to have less competition, but still really kind of a decent amount of interest, you might talk about HOCO dresses in your with your keywords instead. Okay, so that's kind of how the trends feature works, but let's look at some of the other ones. We went through that. Okay. Fashion is always big. 70s outfits. 80s party outfits, Lollapalooza. And again, I think some of these more like party things are probably gonna slow down a bit with all this Delta news. Okay, basic outfits. Yeah, as we're starting to maybe let go of the yoga pants. I'm not ready. Okay, food and drinks. Oh, this is good, right? I'm liking seeing the zucchini recipe and zucchini bread both on there. Very interesting. Why is that interesting? Because what's in your garden right now, right? That's what's so great about Pinterest. It is a real reflection of real people and their lives. So ground beef, these are kind of like evergreen ideas. Easy dinner recipes, dinner ideas, same pin on those examples. That's an interesting find. Okay, cucumber salads, more zucchini, and banana bread. All right, let's compare. Let's compare zucchini recipes with zucchini bread. All right, still more recipe ideas or more interest in zucchini recipes overall. But that zucchini bread, it's hot right now. So if you got that recipe, you want to share it out. Maybe make an idea pin for it if you've already shared out your recipe and you just need a refresh on that guy. Okay, why am I not? Okay, get rid of this. Start over. Okay, so we've done food, drink, fashion. Let's look at beauty. It's amazing to me how almost all the time some kind of nail trend is up on Pinterest. So that is the case here. A lot of nails, medium length haircuts, curtain bangs. Love curtain bangs. Anybody here have curtain bangs? Makes me a little jealous for people who have straighter hair. Overtone. Oh, have you guys, anyone used Overtone? It's pretty cool. So again, this is telling me this is a lot of this stuff other than the nails is pretty low maintenance, right? And that's what people are looking for. Curtain bangs was having a moment about 10 months ago. Home decor. Let's see what we can learn from this. Boho back. Bathrooms are big. Modern kitchen design. Look at that jump. Where did that come from? And then dorm room ideas. Of course, that's a seasonal thing. Okay, so there's a big jump there on that modern kitchen design. Again, we're looking at this graph. Huge jump. So what are people looking for? Here's the other cool thing about trends. You can look at what is showing up in searches. A lot of idea pins and of course, all at the top. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we can talk more about idea pins on the show another day if you want to. I'm really interested to make this what you want. I started it the day after I got laid off, so a little bit head spinning there, but I knew I wanted to keep in touch with all of you and share anything that I can learn and we can learn together. Wow, so idea pins. If you are in home, you're gonna need to be doing idea pins. Okay, last one is going to be travel. So what are people thinking about travel right now? Outer Banks, that's a great place to be right now. Anything kind of outside in nature. Packing lists, look at that. I mean, that's kind of sad, right? We were feeling pretty good about there. Maybe not so much right now, but it can't last forever. Okay, USA, maybe we're staying in our own countries, because this is all for US, right? So if you're in UK and Canada, it's going to be a little different. If anybody wants to see those other countries, let me know. We can pop those up on the screen. I know not all countries have these, so if you're outside those three and you can't see them at all, let me know. We can pop them up. Packing trips, tips for vacation, summer camping hacks. Okay. But yeah. Tina, there are no Allagash camping trips on here. You must not have been searching on Pinterest enough. All right, so those are our big searches for this week. We can do the same thing again next week if you want to. To me, kind of the most fun part of this is figuring out, all right, here are the keywords, here are the searches Pinterest says are big. But what else can I do with these? Like if that's not my topic, that's not my industry, how do I talk about these things? There are ways, and I would love to have some real examples that we could jump into. So anyway, thank you very much for being here. I'm going to try to go live every day-ish about 2 o'clock, and I would like to make this fun and interesting and useful for all of you. If any of you would like to come on the show and talk about something markety, doesn't have to be Pinterest, please let me know. I would love to have you. Yeah, and we will talk soon. Thanks again for being here and making it fun. Bye.